Welcome to Empower. I'm glad you're together with us today, and I thank God so much that He's taken care of us and given us another day that we can celebrate and even give thanks to Him. My name is Beatrice Chuchu, and this is Empower. We focus on people and workplace. Thank you for following this program, and I would ask you kindly share with others, invite them to watch, and keep also giving us feedback so that we can learn together. In this program, as we focus on people in workplace, we always believe that God has placed us in this earth for a reason and a certain assignment, which we need to accomplish, but not just accomplishing it, but accomplishing it the God's way. And that is why you have such discussions. And today I have a special guest with me who we are going to have conversation with as we continue to learn from each other as we become who God wants us to become. Welcome, Lillian.
Thank you so much.
Kindly say hi to us and introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay. My name is Lillian Kawira Mutegi. I am born again. I am a child of God. I'm also a businesswoman, and it's a pleasure and a delight to be invited on this show. Looking forward to all the discussions that we are going to have.
Wow, amazing. Welcome, Lillian.
Thank you.
Lillian, you say you are a business person. I'm eager to learn from you. How did you start this business? Or what actually made you to do this business?
Okay. So I have a background in finance and ICT.
Yes.
And my company is called Uptake Consulting Limited. It's an ICT, it's an EdTech company where we develop learning materials for children, especially in the line of CBC. So what motivated me to start this business, you see? Let's just say God put me at the right place at the right time, because for the longest time I've always been a corporate woman working in corporations.
Yes.
Up until when we were faced, with the economical things that are going on in the world, and I couldn't stay with my employer any longer. So when I left prematurely, I just asked God, what next? Will I be moving from employer to employer? What do you have in store for me? And funny thing, I've never thought of myself as a businesswoman.
Interesting.
Yes. But I always thought of myself as the lady behind the guy, like someone behind the scenes. But God had other plans. Because the day I resigned is the day I got my first project for my company.
Wow.
Yes, I left, and a few mutual friends reached out asking if I could do a certain project. I said no. They said, think about it. I thought about it. The next day, my company was born.
Amazing.
Yes.
So let me take you back. After school, what did you do in school? And maybe you can help us understand what you did before you started your business.
Okay, sure. In school, for my undergraduate, which I did at Chuka University, a proud alumni, I did a Bachelor of Commerce, and I specialized in banking and finance. And the funny thing is, while in school, in first year, I had this vision that I wanted to work for an asset management company. At that time, I didn't know what they do.
Wow.
But I had a job title, investment advisor or investment analyst.
That is a vision.
A vision. I had no clue what they do at all. Up until when I graduated from school, and my first job was investment advisor at UAP Investments. Then that's when I learned the job description, and I went back to my vision, which was 4 years. And I was like, wow, God, you really do work in amazing ways.
Yes.
At that point, I worked there for 2 years.
Yes.
Up until the company was bought by Old Mutual. I believe we all know Old Mutual. So, and unfortunately, oh wow, mergers are not easy.
Yes.
Yeah, so there was a lot of restructuring, a lot of things that went on.
Yes.
And I had to resign because we were not getting a contract. It wasn't forthcoming. Now I've resigned. I am a child of God. I don't know where to go, what to do. I have bills. But I thank God for the grace of loving parents. They told me, go back to school, do your master's.
Wow.
And I told them, what will I be mastering in? I'm jobless. I don't want to do anything banking, anything finance. But I've always had a passion for IT. But you people refused for me to do IT in my undergraduate.
What do you mean?
Yes. My parents, they said, it's a male-dominated field. They said, leave that to your cousins. My cousin was doing IT.
So it was like linked to male children, not female.
Not female. Me, I was told to do female-friendly courses.
Yes.
You know, teaching, nursing, BCom.
Like
I chose BCom. Yeah.
Yes.
So I told them I'm going back to school to do IT as my postgraduate. And I registered for classes. They were supportive enough.
Yes.
And as God would align it, the first day I started my classes, a friend connected me to an IT company to learn on the job. There wasn't any salary or anything, but more of, oh, are you interested? We are starting this company in IT.
Yes.
We are looking for a team. Would you be willing to come and learn on the job as you go to school?
So
I said, what am I losing?
True.
That's how now I transitioned to IT. Yes.
Wow.
And from there, I've worked with my former employer. She was such a lovely lady. She mentored me.
Yes.
She was supportive up until when I graduated. And I told her now, I need to spread my wings.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing. Maybe to take you back, you said that the Lord gave you a vision. When did you come to know the Lord?
The journey with the Lord, I've always known God. My mother is born again, so is my dad. But you know, it's that you've grown in a Christian family. You don't have that personal relation
I know
with
children
God.
say when they are this age, my name is this one, I'm born again, and they don't know what it means.
Yes, I agree. But I've always been there. I'm born again, I'm baptized and everything. But when I can say I really knew the Lord was 2017, 2018. God saved me. I wasn't living a righteous life.
Yes.
And I had to take a 1-year sabbatical just to figure my whole life. Who my friends are, the choices that I've made. And I had not done good choices.
Yes.
I got a job quite early, fresh from campus.
Yes.
Access to money, access to bad decisions, and I made them. But when I resigned from Old Mutual, it was more of a wake-up call. God, I can't continue like this. I need to know you more. Who are you? Can you talk to me? And God speaks.
He does.
And God speaks. And for the longest time, I always thought God is expanding my territories, but I didn't know how. Up until now, when I am in the marketplace, I am seeing that. Yes.
Wow. So the time you're getting the vision, you had not really come to that really serious life with Jesus. You're still struggling.
Yes.
But the Lord still, you're able to see where you're going.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Have you gone back to God and just tell me, thank you so much?
Absolutely. I go to Him all the time because like He has my life figured out. Because even in this business, there was a vision again.
Wow.
Like a year into the vision, but I didn't see how and where. Again, I told you, I didn't think I had any entrepreneurial mindset or vision, but God kept saying, kept telling me, I will give you this business, I'll do ABCD to you. They kept asking, how? Why? Me, I just want, God, just give me a job with so and so. I want to work under them. But God said, no, it's about time now people work under you. I'm giving you the grace for expansion of your territories and boundaries. So, and everything aligns, like I said. Every time I resign from a place I have outgrown, I normally walk into a new path. And open doors, and I can't downplay the importance of destiny helpers. I am one to believe in them. And it's also my prayer that I'm also a destiny helper to
Yes,
someone
you
else.
should be.
Yes, because I have seen the grace that
Yes.
exists in those divine connections. Yes.
Yeah, because I think I would agree with you that, because even when you resigned from the other job and then
Yeah.
some people give you a project asking you, you know, think about it.
Yeah.
Those can only be connectors, divine connectors.
I
Who even
agree.
saw it in you, maybe even before you could see it in yourself.
Yeah.
And the fact that you thought about it and the following day you thought of an organization, a business to start. So how did you come up with a name of the business and to just register it and move forward?
Funny thing, one thing God instilled in me, is patience. The company, I had it 3 years prior.
Yeah.
My company was registered in 2019 in October. But when I registered it, it was supposed to be a tendering company for county governments. If you remember,
Yes.
that's when county governments were, were starting off. And I thought I knew someone who knew someone who would link me up. But unfortunately, the day I registered is the day that person stopped talking to me.
Wow.
So I was like, wow. So I forgot about the company completely. Up until after 3 years, when now I have left my former employer and I have a client who is calling for a project, but he wants to do it
Through an
contractually.
organization.
Then I remembered, wait a minute, I think I have a company name, I have company documents.
Wow.
So I'm calling a lawyer friend of mine who did the process. We are trying now to figure things out. And things just aligned the way they were supposed to align. Made sure my books were in order and everything that needed to be in order. Yes.
So you talked about learning materials.
Yes.
So maybe can you expound further? What exactly do you do as you
Okay.
deal with learning materials and especially CBC?
Yeah. So the company ideally deals in EdTech. EdTech refers to education technology. Life as we know it was changed during COVID. Everyone now knows about remote learning, online learning. So what we basically do, we develop interactive digital learning materials. Like they can be accessed on the phone, on tablets.
Yes.
And we have an online platform, an AI-powered learning management system, where we host these content
Yes.
up from grade 1. And our goal is to create content up to grade 12. So we've aligned ourselves with the CBC curriculum.
Yes.
So that is what we intend to do, but we are not tied down to CBC. We also develop digital storybooks. So, but for purposes of a God-given vision and a God-given goal, mine is purely special needs education. I am passionate about learners with a disability.
Wow, that's amazing.
Very passionate. So I have made sure that the content we create can be consumable to them, is adaptable to them.
Yes.
We made it a point to include sign language interpreters for the deaf students in our content. So I'm sure you've seen, like, when you're watching news,
Yes,
there's
it's
that
really
segment for the sign
for the
language.
sign language,
So
yeah.
in our content, we make sure there's a segment for the sign language interpreters, so that this content can reach even the marginalized.
Wow, and I thank God for such, and I think it's so amazing. We need to take a short break, but then we'll move on.
Okay.
I believe you are enjoying our conversation as we go on with Lillian, and we are being molded every day as we see what others are doing. We are taking a short break. We'll be right back. My name is Beatrice Chuchu.